we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have made it to the show, Murph. Oh my God. Welcome to DollHouse, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It is a privilege to have you all attend tonight's show. As you can see, we're trying something new tonight. My name is Sinful, and I am your host for Beyond the NFT. As Dollhouse begins to fill up, I would like to make an announcement. We are doing a giveaway for 10 Drip Punk hair wearables, sponsored by Dollhouse and DG. And this giveaway is in preparation for a very special upcoming date. So, yeah, stick around to hear more about that. Our guest tonight is Director of Events at the Central Games and co-founder of Snarky Shark Society. Everyone, let's give a warm Dollhouse welcome to our friend Murphjestic. How are you doing?
Hey, Sin. Appreciate you having me on, man. I'm doing great.
Happy you're here. Happy you're here. I'm seeing a little bit of feedback from the Twitch crowd. I see CC like, what? What's going on? I see faces. um, so before we get started, could you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, what are some of your interests? And kind of like, yeah, a little
Yeah.
about what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Murph is what I go by in Web3. I live in Central Florida, another Floridian in the Decentraland. I am. I've got two young boys. They definitely take up the rest of my time outside of this place, and I do a bit of skating. I longboard. I'm big into collecting NFTs and watching the markets and all that. Like probably most of the folks in here. Really enjoy gaming. Some games. I'm into Assassin's Creed right now. Really only focus on one of those at a time. Really enjoy music. And listen to a lot of rock and roll, reggae, house. Yeah, and just being in Florida, I like to be outside as much as I can. And I'm not tearing it up in the metaverse. And beaches, springs, just hanging out with friends.
Hey, we have to touch grass when we're in Florida. I mean, anytime we step outside, it is beautiful, so we have to take advantage of it.
Yeah, boy.
I personally like beat myself up because I do live like 30 minutes away from the beach. Like just have to take one road down all the way to the end, and I'm at the beach. But you know, metaverse gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Yeah, I'm about 45 minutes out, so it's just far enough where you have to make a plan.
Yep, totally. And so you had mentioned that you like skating and longboarding. How long have you been skating?
I started skating in middle school, so it's been a while. I stopped doing tricks, basically shortboard in college. It's just kind of now I stick to just cruising. I can still land some like flip tricks, but
I see.
it's more
Um,
of like casual now, just to kind of relax and get out.
yeah, totally. Not get some more extra speed while you're out on your strolls and stuff like that.
Oh hell yeah!
And so, how long have you been in crypto?
So first heard of crypto in 2013. Didn't really get into it then. A friend offered me to join him in mining Bitcoin, which, of course, I regret not doing with him. Bitcoin was like $100 a coin,
Oh,
and then so kind of it was I found it interesting. I'd heard of it, but really I didn't come back around until I heard about it again, early 2017. So like my best friend started working for an exchange, so I started paying more attention. Just kind of doing a little research here and there. And then when everything went, nuclear, and at the end of 2017, started really paying attention. And then I bought a little bit of Litecoin at the top, was my first crypto purchase. So that was fun.
Ooh,
So I watched.
Litecoin.
Yeah, it was like $300 and it turned into like $75 in like 2 months. I was like, all right.
That's a dub. That's a dub.
Yeah, yeah. So and then yeah, and from there, man, just was just kind of hooked and paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm. And so okay, so for me, I've always kind of been like either Bitcoin guy or an Ethereum guy. As far as like Litecoin goes, what are some of the benefits that Litecoin, where like areas where Litecoin prevails over other currencies?
Oh, I just bought it because it was like Bitcoin but cheaper.
But I see, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'm not
exactly.
like a big Litecoin advocate by any means. Actually, still have the same that I purchased back then.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
That's kind of like a trinket, right? Like I got to keep it because it was my first crypto.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. I mean, I personally have like probably like 0.00 something of a Bitcoin from like back in the day in an old wallet myself.
Nice.
Like you never know when those rare satoshis might be found in your. Have you been keeping up with all that by any chance? The satoshis and the Bitcoin like network starting to like pop off.
Yeah, I know people getting all pissy about all the ordinals and the, I guess, purists. I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. It's gonna be interesting to see kind of how it all pans out.
Yeah, definitely. And like I thought like one of the craziest aspects of that was when I heard that it was like within your one Bitcoin, you have like over hundreds of thousands of satoshis inside of it. And then one satoshi could be worth more than that Bitcoin.
Oh, because of its origin.
Rarity. I
Yeah.
I guess. So like I'm like thinking here, like, maybe it was a good idea I kept my little bit, probably like
True.
20k Satoshi. I don't know.
Got one of them fancy satoshis.
Yeah, the fancy. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully I have one. Pinky's up. Good luck. Oh man, you can't even see my pinky. Like, this is pretty good
Is that
background. And then how long after you've been in crypto did you find Decentraland?
Yeah, so actually it was late 2018 and I watched Ready Player One, which is still one of my favorite movies. And shortly after that, I came across some article or something about Decentraland. I remember reading the white paper and just that whole vision for me really clicked. So I just kind of was paying attention, and then I remember getting an email like mid 2019 about being able to get names soon. So I reserved Murphjestic, and then started paying closer attention in like October 2019. That's when I really got into NFTs. So I like bought a couple crypto kitties, and just from there, I mean, was sucked into the whole OpenSea and just figuring out new places to find these communities and stuff.
I see, I see. And so then how how long into your crypto journey did you kind of find the central games and start kind of getting more involved?
Yeah, so I remember I bought my first wearables for Decentraland in December 2019 before you could use them yet. Then got into beta January 2020. It was like running around. It was the only, I never really saw anybody else. Um, and then it opened up February 2020, hung out, and just really just showed up a lot in the communities. I made some friends, and back then Decentral Games was, uber early. They had some builds. Shifted Satoshi was out there, and a couple others. And somebody asked me to fill in for the Moonshot. It was a soccer tournament they had really early, and DG needed a player. And a friend of mine back in the day, MKY, reached out and was like, "Hey, can you join us right now?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll come party." I was like, so I helped them out with that, and they ended up winning. And about a couple months later, he reached out again and was like, "Hey, Decentral Games is looking for a community manager." And at the time, I was working at KPMG US accounting firm, and I was like, "Yeah, man. I mean, like, I can help out part time at night and stuff, no problem." So October 2020, started doing that, and then it got really busy. We released the token in December 1st, 2020. And then by February, it was crazy, and they said they needed more people. So I was like, hey, I'll send you what it'll take for me to come over. And I put in my 2 weeks the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in beginning of, February 2021.
Oh wow. So kind of like the change was it like something that came to be a little quicker than anticipated?
Yeah. That
It's
was like
like
in my head, because the whole plan was, down the road, if there's an opportunity to go full time, they're like, absolutely. So I was like, great. And then just one meeting, it was like Miles, me, and another guy on a call. And then I remember the moment. It's crazy that the opportunity popped up, and I was like, this is it. I was like, hey, I'm like, I can come on full time. What do I need to do, basically? And yeah, it's been a lot of events since.
I mean, what an amazing team to be a part of. Decentral Games, like, it's had like its ups and downs, but one thing that I really respect about the team is that like they're still here, like despite like all the decisions made or like anything that may have been controversial in the past, like they're still here, their credibility, the team is constantly working and trying to like make everything, build everything out, as well as like even here in Decentraland, like help with the community, because when you think Decentral Games, you should kind of think of a bigger thing that is not necessarily Decentraland, but in a way, since it started in Decentraland, it's like almost tied, you can say.
Yeah, I mean, we basically grew up together, if that makes sense.
Yep.
And it's funny because most of the time, especially outside of this tight community, people assume that I'm with Decentraland, and yeah, yeah, it's pretty funny.
Like
It's actually gotten me into some events though, and parties at conferences. Like Decentraland, I'm like, yep.
Oh yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I think in like Miami, there was a time when like it's like, hey, who are you with? And I'm like, Decentraland, or we're all like Decentraland. It's like, okay, you're clear, VIP. No, it was
Miami the year before was you just had to be part of Decentraland because Meta had just made their announcement, and then New York, or the NFT NYC, was like the week after that.
mm-hmm.
So the buzz was crazy, and like the whole metaverse thing was just super hot. So yeah, that week, if you were part of Decentraland, everybody wanted to hang out. Like,
Everyone wanted a party with you if you were part of Decentraland.
yeah, it was a cool vibe.
And kind of going back to kind of like even my example of using Decentraland to get into places, it was kind of even like cool to notice how in like Miami, like this past November when we were there, how kind of like if you spoke to people and said like you're part of the Decentraland community, it wasn't like kind of like the FUD that you hear like on the internet or like on Twitter of like Decentraland bad. It was like it was more like individuals like being like, bro, like tell me more about Decentraland. Like I heard of it, but I don't know, and I don't like too many steps to get in or whatever it may be. Like please tell me more.
Mythical land they don't know how to get to.
Exactly.
Like the URL, just come on in.
Decentraland.org.
I had the key.
Yeah, right. So it was kind of like really cool to kind of meet people that were very, very interested in joining us.
Man, that was a great trip. It was like I was just super pumped to be able to meet all of you guys.
Oh my god. Yeah. And like a little bit about like even when was it? It was like day 2 in the morning when we met up at ah man, what was that hotel that we all met up at to like meet the team?
Oh yeah, that yeah, little janky one
Hol
in the middle of the nice
was
ones.
I think it was a Holiday Inn or something? So, no,
Yeah, sure,
it's
like
something like that. Okay, well
the
let's call
El
it the
Holiday Inn.
let's call it the hotel. Yeah, PB just messages all of us in like a group chat and like, hey guys, if you want to like come meet some of the team, like, we're here, come join. And like, a bunch of us show up, congregate, we're like all like just chilling in the waiting room, doing the Twitter space because it was Wednesday. And then all of a
Yep.
sudden, like you see like the line of like team members, like official members, just like come out of the door, and we're like, oh, hello.
Yeah, actually, I was supposed to meet Sam, and I just walked in their meeting. I
Oh yeah.
walked in, everybody's at the table. I'm like, "Hey guys," and they're
It
like, "Oh," and so he walked over. He's like, "Yeah, we're almost done. We'll come get you." I'm like, "All right."
little yeah, you were like, am I late to the party or am I early?
I was like, "Oh, this looks important."
They were all huddling up before they came to us.
Yeah, that was cool.
And so then kind of like never would I like I my going there, my judgment was kind of like go there, hang out, get to meet him, and then like we do whatever. But so I got as high as I possibly could before I went there. Like blasted 2 blunts like in the car, like when I came
We're
out.
getting the best ideas.
Exactly, like you probably smelled me when I got there. But and then like they're like, okay, after like getting to meet everyone, it's like, okay, let's go to the back and do some grown-up shit. And
That's what I love with the space, though, man. That's totally acceptable.
so here on the screen, I'm pulling up a group picture of everyone here in Miami. I guess I can name a few that I know that are doxxed. We have Murphjestic here all the way to the right. We got PB. I don't know who this guy is, but he's sketch.
He's a good-looking dude.
There's Kim, Gigi. We got Oddjob. We got Chris. Let's see who else is CK. My
Yeah,
friend.
Shibu's in the back in the middle.
We got
CK.
Shibu. Yep. As far as I think those are the ones that I think are
Miller.
doxed. Yeah, but
Oh,
this is like to me like this is such a special picture that
I love like worse at doxing people. I'm like, yeah, and then that's John.
that's John. He actually works down the street.
I think I make my sub.
Man, is that Yamel? No, Yamel didn't join us, but there was kind of like a higher up that that did join us. That I
Yeah,
that,
August on
yep,
the top left of there. He's pretty high up.
yep. He at the time he was what was it? A director of this or CEO of Decentraland, kind of the position that Yamel just recently took over. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good at remembering who does what.
Oh,
Little
well,
fucking weird thing.
the cool thing about how I found out who he was okay, so we were in the working groups, continuing the story.
Yeah, yeah.
They took us to the back room, and then they're like, okay, let's get to business. Let's huddle up into little working groups, and let's get some community sentiment about like
Yeah,
what
they
we
have
should do.
teams, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
each
working
team's like
group.
a, yeah.
So, so I'm over here, of course, blasted as fuck. So I hope I gave him some good information. If not, I hope I think maybe AJ or CK may have backed me up with the same thoughts. And then we got to like I got to the technical group, which was with August, and or Agus, and
August and I mumble.
he was like, I had brought the Twitter space in, and Shawnee was giving us some very good info on like how they should move ahead, and Agus was very like open to listening and like receptive to it, and kind of like told me like, hey, can you like get this information and kind of make a summary and send it over to me. I'm like, sure. Like, what's your Twitter? And he's like, oh, I'm Agus, and I'm over here being buddy with him, like giving like, what's up, dude? Like,
Making ass.
yeah, smacking ass and
Okay.
shit. Like, he's like fucking around with me too, and like come to me, he's like the CEO of Decentraland, and I'm like, oh, what's up, Agus?
That's awesome, though, man.
Hopefully you don't smell me too much. It's my cologne. Weed is my cologne. So yeah, very, very, very special trip, and I do hope to attend many more.
I got to paint a dog with odd
Oh,
job on that trip.
yes, you got to. That was at the. It was like a collaboration with Baby
Bit
Dolls,
Basil.
Bit Basil. Yes.
Yeah.
That.
So actually, I spent half the week helping Astrid with the stream for Dollhouse
Mm-hmm.
at Bit Basil.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So you were involved with that. That's really awesome. I really loved how they brought Hans in to be the
Yeah.
artist, and how Hans was like so open for like everyone to, hey, come through, paint something, like, like make your mark on this.
Was awesome. That guy is so cool.
Oh
Is he French now? Where's he from?
I don't know exactly where he's from. I knew that he drove down from like New York to
All those
be,
mannequins.
yeah, in the car, like just
Yeah, it is like a
packed
little
them
whip.
in. Just like came down to Miami like a boss that he is. He actually followed me on Instagram shortly after.
Nice.
So yeah, it was yeah, it was really cool that like he kind of like recognized me and was like, hey, I'll follow you.
Love it.
No,
That's great.
one funny thing is that like Astrid and I kind of we hung out, and we didn't even know for like 30 minutes. We're like standing right next to each other,
Yeah, I remember that.
watching Hans, and we didn't know who each other was. Like, we're just like chilling. So I like to like bring that up anytime I see Astrid.
It's great though. It's so funny, with these people that you've been interacting with for so long. You consider a close friend, and you go walk by him, and I don't recognize him. It's so wild.
Yeah, but in all honesty, like still making like memory.
Yeah. No, it's fun.
Yeah, definitely. What's the next live event you will be attending?
Yeah, well, we slowed down sending people to all the conferences with the current market conditions. But usually the Miami stuff, since I'm in Central Florida, I make it down there. So I'll definitely be down there, for Bit Basel and some of those events in November, December. But there are some other. I'm trying to get to. There's one in Denver in August.
August is my birthday. Okay,
Oh,
we're talking here.
birthday trip.
Birthday trip.
So I don't know. I mean, a lot of those conferences and stuff too is always like 2 weeks before. Like, all right, let's go. So very crypto.
Yeah, definitely. I have been seeing like a lot more crypto events like pop up in Miami, and kind of like I hate because I learn about them like 2 days before the event.
Yeah.
And I would really like to attend some of those events. Would like to like possibly even speak at 1 or 5 someday.
Yeah. Right.
So like that's like been my project lately. I'm like slowly trying to infiltrate the speaker panel on on some big event.
Well, yeah. Next time you're going to anything down there, let me know. I'm always down to drive down to Miami.
Will do. Yeah. I
My
love.
brother's in Fort Lauderdale, like cousin on South Beach. So
Okay, so you
right
got
up the family.
yeah, visit the family a little bit. Hit the Hard Rock Casino, maybe.
Get that free room and board.
When Hard Rock Casino XDG collaboration?
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, I was talking. So I was down for the Gamers Choice Awards, the IC put on down in Miami, and I was talking to some of the Bitcoin. I don't know what they call it down there. Bitcoin Miami Foundation people, And they had mentioned, we're talking about central games and poker and just all these things, and they talked about hosting a game on the reserve property because of the gambling laws.
That would be sick.
And yeah, I need to pursue that a little harder.
Yeah, most definitely.
So, at that moment, we weren't really ready yet, but soon we'll be ready to do those types of promotions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, definitely, as long as you have the contact, you never know because,
Yeah.
the space is just so random. It's like you meet someone like maybe 6 months ago, and then just now you're like getting back to them, could be getting back to them, be like, I'm ready. Or they're ready.
Yeah.
They message you like, I'm ready.
Yeah, you plant the seed and you never know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I think it's like very important, like in the space, to kind of like even have a IRL presence and represent that way as well.
I have found a lot of value going to, conferences and events and things in person. I mean, it's easier to make a bigger impact. And then, especially at these special events and things, you're having experiences together, and now you're linked to those experiences. So next time, if I reach out versus someone that they, had a phone call with once, and everything's equal, they're probably going to come to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So
It's a good networking opportunity.
yeah, it's so fun. Like,
Yeah, so anyone listening,
everybody's nerding out over the same stuff, like so hard.
yeah, definitely. So like anyone listening, don't be shy to attend any events on
And all
in
the free
LA.
stuff.
Mm-hmm, exactly. So here, how about this? I'm gonna switch over to the giveaway page. I see we have 7 eligible users for the giveaway. If you would like to enter giveaway, just make sure to type in the Twitch chat and you will be set on the list. I guess I'll roll for 2 right now, so, and then give an opportunity for everyone else to come back or come around and type. So my first winner will be Mana Daiquiri. Congratulations, you have won yourself some Drip Punk hair.
That's so good.
Drop me your address in the Twitch chat and I'll get it on the list.
I always forget to look at comments and shit.
Let's see. Yeah, let's look at some comments
Thanks,
here. I see OSB. His birthday's on the 15th of August, so we're August babies. Alrighty.
So what's your sign then? I'm terrible.
My sign is a Virgo. I'm a harmless little Virgo.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
The name like SinfulMeatStick.
It's like one of those like you're hot and you're cold type of scenarios.
Yes. Fire nice.
Fire nice. Yes. All right, so let's roll for our second winner here. Kay, congratulations. Drop your wallet address and we will put it on the list. Congrats, man. I should have gotten like some bells and stuff. Like now that everyone can see me, I'm
I know, right? Forget this is new, right?
Yeah.
Is your first time on the show? Showing the face?
Yes.
Showing that mug.
Showing the mean mug, if it's mean. It's more like baby face. So, let's see. Take a look. We have Bad Habits. Welcome, Bad Habits. Yeah, Kay, you won. Make sure to drop that that address in chat. Oh, okay, it's going fancy on us. Could you send us the long form, the digits? Because
you can look it up on ETH.
Yeah, I know.
Lazy.
Yeah, okay. Since you're calling me out, I will.
Cater to your fate.
Let's see.
And I do the same thing.
Mew face. Okay, go over here and there. Okay, now we back to our regular broadcasted show. How's everyone doing? Everyone enjoying the show? Okay, thank you, Kay. And so, I guess I got a little bit of a little ahead of myself earlier when I kind of like asked you about how long you've been with the DG team. So let's bring it back even a little bit. And could you tell everyone what is the Central Games and kind of like what they do in the space?
Yeah, so Decentral Games, we're a game company with our flagship product is Ice Poker, NFT gated poker game that you can play mobile or in the metaverse. And we are actually we now have a free to play version, but still provides prizes and you can still win different items. And we have some other games coming down the pike. Soon we will have the crypto casino back in effect. But yeah, so we've got about 1,000 parcels. We have a bunch of different builds. We do a lot to bring in new communities and new attention to Decentraland and for our product as well, obviously. Yeah, I should probably have like a much smoother answer for that, but that's what
That's a pretty smooth answer, I have to say. Pretty good. Very well done,
Oh, you
Murph.
see like textbook went out, we're like bulleted points and shit.
You know what? I kind of like even say the same to myself. I'm like sometimes people ask me like, "Who are you? What do you do in the space?" And I'm just like, what do I do in the space? Oh,
What do
shit.
you do here?
It's like I'm a DJ. I'm small. There's a Mew
Flop
behind me.
flop.
So, and like definitely
Container, sir.
to what you had mentioned that DG does a lot to kind of form partnerships throughout the digital space and also bring them back to Decentraland. Like that was kind of like part of my flowers earlier. Like the Central Games doesn't necessarily have to do that, but the team does because they believe in the platform and they believe in decentralization and the space, all of us, the community. So more flowers for DG.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we're still our goal is still to onboard the first million, so
Hmm.
it might take a bit.
Hey, well, I mean, we're all kind of playing our part in this, like in this
Yeah,
crazy thing we call Web3. Like it truly is like the next step in the digital space, and the fact that we're like here so early when the attention does come, like I believe it will come to like maybe even like some mainstream project, but from there the audience will trickle into other aspects of Web3. The Central Games will already be there and be established, and so will Murphjestic. He'll be established. Everyone will know him.
I'll be here.
I'll be here. We'll all be here.
Keep showing up.
So okay, crypto gambling coming back. This is very exciting.
Mm.
Kind of were there any kind of steps that needed to be taken in order to bring back crypto gambling?
Yeah, actually, we're in the midst of completing those steps. So the original crypto casino that we closed down February of last year, we had a Costa Rican license that it worked, right? It was all right. But this time around, we have a Malta online gaming license, which is one of, from what I understand, the top tiers that you can get. So we have a lot of, you know, hoops and regulations and things that we have to adhere to, which I think is great. So it just keeps it even more legitimate. So we're in the middle of reworking the back end, creating the new systems that we'll need. Unlike before, it won't be self custody.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to deposit and withdraw like you would at a normal casino.
Yep.
That part was, I remember that was really great. You could just play straight from your wallet. But,
it
it's
builds
give
the
and take, right?
ecosystem like for in a positive way for DG. So I think it is
Right.
the right way to go, like from a business perspective.
Absolutely. And so it'll be um, unavailable to those in regions where you are not legally allowed to play. So, you know, the US.
I mean, all it takes
Will
is
be
a
IP gated, and there's no way to get around that. We all know that. So let's move on.
all it takes is a VPN, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Then take a vacation to another country for a little bit.
Yeah, of course, of course. Some will say that sometimes my PC pings off of Mexico, out of Mexico.
PC's a world traveler, as I like to say,
Exactly. Digital nomad,
if you will.
if you will. Yeah, pinky up to that.
But yeah, so it will be an IP filter, and then after a certain amount to withdraw will require KYC. So, but it's pretty generous. I think it's like 2,000 maybe. I don't know. I mean, don't take any of this for everything comes with a. What's up? Like looking around.
Oh my god, I just looked at the chat and Clubber Will just says insert NordVPN ad here. I'll make sure to hit up NordVPN to see if they will sponsor Mew for our next installment of
Oh my
Beyond the
god! What
NFT.
if we should? What if we like had ads and shit?
It's like
They're one of our clients.
yeah,
Nord ads and-
in the middle of the show, it's like now for a word from our sponsors, and then we just like go into break time. You and I smoke a little bit, come back like we blasted. What's up?
Yeah, we probably shouldn't put VPN advertisements up either around.
Yes.
Might be a little brazen.
Let's see.
But yeah, it's exciting, man. It should be pretty soon. We actually have cash game poker tables soon, which I'm really excited about. So first it'll be like the bank dice. So you'll be able to use bank dice and just join a table with friends, and then there'll be some type of rake. But yeah, so those, and that'll also open up private tables, multi-table tournaments are coming. But just say you just got these things have to be built and tested so that it's not a hot mess when you're trying to do it. So
I mean, there's
it's
always gonna be small bugs until like the actual like volume of the player base comes in, and then you'll discover stuff that that you didn't even know was an issue before.
Well, in the Web3 community, it has a much higher tolerance to bugs and things than most, which is great.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, most definitely more forgiving in the sense.
Yeah, everybody knows stuff's new, so it's interesting. Pretty cool.
It's usually like the Web2 gamer that will come in here and be like, "Look at this! This doesn't work." And
well, I tell you what, if I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla and some dumb bullshit happens, I'm like, "This is bullshit." But in Decentraland, it's just different,
oh, this is normal.
Like, it's not a new technology, and it's like by a company that has billions of dollars.
Yeah, right.
They actually just talked about releasing an NFT recently. Ubisoft are going to do like Assassin's Creed NFTs that you can claim some 3D printed character.
Interesting. Okay. I like how like entities are kind of taking on the blockchain approach. Like how like Reddit recently released their NFTs.
Yeah.
Like
well, I was hoping it would be like my items would be NFTs like in the game. But I'll start with trinkets outside of the game.
Yes, I'll start with this now, but make sure to integrate it later on. Like, I mean, if the team is kind of like aware and responsive, like they will apply it somewhere else. Like, who knows? Maybe you'll be able to wear your Reddit NFT on the other side one day. I don't know.
One day.
One day. I do like how kind of VRMs are helping me like take Sinful into like Hyperfi and other platforms.
Yeah, actually, the team is getting VRMs made for Decentral Games. We started actually. I don't know if you saw that we streamed a game Friday with it was me, Miles, 50, Joker, Fiend, Michael, a couple guys, but we streamed it live after when we did the raffle. It was pretty fun, man. We're gonna start doing that every week. Just
Okay.
have some of the team playing and just stream it just for some content,
I
some
mean,
fun.
yeah, exactly. The more content, the better, in all honesty, and like like I will never discourage anyone from making an event because like this content is so needed for the space. Like even if it starts off very slow, like you'll never know like to what level you might get it. Like before you know it, you have like 26 people on parcel just partying with you and having a good time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So what are some of the tasks that a director of events at the Central Games has to kind of take care of on a daily basis or a weekly basis?
I mean, it's a lot of logistics, really. Planning, um, bringing in DJs, working with partners. Because I mean, my main focus is events, but I mean, I do quite a bit of things within marketing, partner relationships, content creation. Sometimes I write some copy, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, we have our kind of weekly events. We have an event pretty much every day, at least one. Um, the ones that we have kind of on repeat, we have like Mondays, free play comp. Those types of things don't take a ton of my time at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But like the sit and go partnership events when we're bringing in some like we have Ant N every Tuesday, which you're actually on tomorrow, right?
Oh, yes, I am. Thank you.
Yes, you are. So that I was like, oh wait, that's funny. I'm gonna be on your show on Monday. But yeah, and then that wasn't planned. Uh,
Totally.
but yeah, so it's cool because it changes a lot. It just really depends what we're doing and what the focus is of the central games. So like we got the banked ice working, so we're trying to do some banked ice events so we can really help promote that and just re-engage with the community and those have been a lot of fun too.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, speaking of that, this is a good promo point. So the we have a collaboration with Baby Dolls next Friday the 26th, and we're doing Get Lucky with the Baby Dolls. So it's going to be a banked ice event. So come to participate, and we're going to do probably 2,000 banked ice drop to everybody that's unseen. And then between then and now, the lovely Tang Poco and myself will be doing some promos through Baby Dolls and Essential Games. Um, probably starting next week for the giveaways. So we're gonna do additional banked ice giveaways so that you can come in stacked, ready to throw down.
2K banked ice for free?
Free.
Ooh. I see, I see. That's what Mana Daiquiri had said in chat for free.
Yeah. So, and I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's fun because you can play in Tamanoia, and I mean, cashing it out straight up for ice, there's a premium, so it's more advantageous to really um, build up your stack
Mm-hmm.
in Tamanoia.
I
And then soon, we'll have ice and all that, so that'll be cool. But yeah, the 26th, I believe 2 p.m. Eastern, and then keep an eye out for some events and stuff prior to that, and some promos we're gonna do. Should be awesome.
Okay, okay.
Shout out to Tang, always awesome to work with.
Always, always,
Right.
real gem in this space. Always looking to, help others.
Absolutely.
Let's see, let's take a look at chat here real quick.
For free.
Let's see, let me, oh, it was OSP's comment. Um, oh man, I lost my whole train of thought, but I was gonna
Yeah, what
ask
up,
you.
IO? Man, yeah, it was great meeting you too, man.
Yeah, we all got to meet in Miami, which was a, pretty special thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
Uh,
That was some energy, boy.
Definitely contagious too, keeps you
Love it.
going
Yeah,
all day, all night.
that positive vibes. It's cool.
Um, oh, so what other events are hosted at Stronghold? Okay, so we got to Monday's events, then Tuesdays, which
Yeah,
is
so
Ant Radio.
Monday right now we have the Tamanoia free play game night. We have Metaverses season 3, which is a rap battle that Mizo hosts.
On
Mizo.
Monday?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
have it tonight. And then every Monday evening I stream Hustler Casino Live. So we have a really good relationship with Hustler Casino Live in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
and they have Max Payne Monday, which is really fun. It's actually running right now. Probably check that. And so every Monday night that runs from 8 p.m. Eastern to 11. That's midnight to 3 UTC.
Okay.
Um, then Tuesdays is Ant N, which while it's in season. Wednesdays we usually have some type of metaverse poker night, SMG tournament. Thursdays may have partnership events or some other event, and then every evening is Diamond Hand City. So it's within Diamond Hand City build. If you have a level 5 wearable, you can come in and play. So we bring in music and do a POAP and all that. And then where am I at? Thursday, Friday, we usually have some type of poker event, and that's when we do the bank dice events. Traditionally, it's been 2 of them. And then every Friday night's high stakes stream from Hustler Casino Live, which is really cool. Those pots, I've seen pots get up to $500,000, $1 million. It's wild. This guy is slanging.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I've made some jokes because I don't know if it was on Friday or at DHC if it's on Fridays or on Wednesdays when I show up near reset. There's usually some poker playing on the screen, and I'm always like,
Friday.
how can I get myself on that table? And
Yeah, that's
someone's like,
probably high stakes Fridays. Yep.
someone tells me you gotta have a 250,000. I'm like, shit, can someone sponsor me? Good.
Yeah. 250,000 and an invite.
250,000 and an invite? Damn it. Maybe DG can get me in if I can get the
Actually,
250,000.
Michael Guy on our team, we streamed it a couple times when he was at the table playing. He's a
Oh, okay. Hey,
player.
DG, if you're listening, want to sponsor me with a 250,000 and a DG jacket, send me over to the
Oh
to
yeah,
the
it
poker
wasn't the
game.
high stakes. It wasn't We're not there yet.
One day we'll get
It
there.
was one of the other evenings. I think it was a Wednesday.
Okay, I see. On Wednesday, those
Yeah,
are
they do different themes and different types. So right now, Max Payne, I think it's I don't even know, maybe 20-40 buy-in. Where I think high stakes is 100-200 blinds.
Okay, 100, 200. Okay. So you'll need an easy maybe 10 racks to have a playable stack.
Yeah, people get crazy real quick though.
Oh yeah,
It's so funny.
I watched them get crazy. They're just as degenerate as we are in Diamond Hand City or even
They're
in
professional degenerates.
yeah. There's a difference between yeah, just the
Yeah.
donkey degen and then
Yeah,
the
definitely
pros.
more of a donk player.
Uh,
Yeah, actually, I didn't play a ton of poker before Central Games.
so would you say the Central Games was kind of your into kind of the culture, or kind of how long have you been playing poker?
A bit more. I played in college and I've played through my life, but I was never. I just my attention span
Mm-hmm.
would usually get me out of games before because I just start getting real loose because I'd be getting bored or trying to do something else, whatever it is.
Yep.
So, but now since with Central Games and just with the communities and stuff, I have a much more appreciation for the game, and never before now I enjoy watching poker.
Mm-hmm.
Years ago, I would have never understood that. It's But now I catch myself, I'll just be like, I'm like, oh, I got to work. I can't just be watching the stream. I'm like, but yeah, so I think the social games has it forced me to give poker a much harder look, and I'm so glad it did because I love it. It's so much fun.
Yeah, there's there's science to it and stuff like that, like
Oh, it's
counting outs and all that stuff,
yeah,
positioning.
understanding the game and just being good with math is a huge advantage.
Yep.
So
Huge advantage. And like, yeah, and
I don't
what
great. So
separates, what seems to separate like good players from like the great players is usually that part that you just mentioned, the math part.
yes,
Once you get the math down and become one of those like geniuses that just has like a poker chart like
it's
imprinted into
experience,
their
man.
head.
It's crazy. Yeah, people just be like, yeah. He was like, man, he had 3% chance. I'm like, okay.
Okay, cool.
It did seem pretty,
It
pretty
did seem pretty slim,
low.
but I didn't know it
Yeah.
was that slim. Um, so here, I guess we can kind of go back to the giveaway page
Oh, what we giving away?
and roll possibly for maybe 3 more. What do you think, Murph?
I like it.
We like it. We like it. Okay, so today's giveaway. I fucked up. Today's giveaway was brought to you by DollHouse and Decentral Games. All right, let's roll for it. Let's roll for it. Clubbers Will, congratulations. You have just won yourself some drip. So whenever you get a chance, make sure to drop your wallet address in the chat, and we'll get it to you.
Is my screen on grayed out the whole time?
No, not the whole time. Since this is
That's
our
like I was like, oh,
since this is our first time, I
yes.
yeah, okay, there we go. So this is what I gotta do whenever I'm like tabbed out so your screen doesn't go gray. I need to hold my cursor over my Discord.
Oh, it's not a problem. I
uh,
was just curious.
yeah, so, first time for everything.
Well, I know you're not used to having all this video going on.
But I kind of like it. I don't know how everyone
Nah, man,
else
it's
is
great seeing your
feeling.
face.
I don't know
You
how
know,
everyone else is feeling, but Hey, welcome Ming. Okay, so let's write Will down and I'll possibly try to get it. Oh, there he is. Cool. All right, Will, thank you very much.
Congrats.
Congrats.
What do you have?
What's up?
What did he is it the hair?
Yes. He won the 3rd Drip Punk hair. Man, we're gonna have some styling avatars out in the metaverse soon.
Almost matches my hair.
Hi,
Yeah.
congratulations. Hi, Cece. Make sure to drop your wallet address.
Woo woo.
I won. Eek. And welcome, Ming. So good to see you, my friend. I really appreciate your time. Here, let me get Murph back in here by hovering over him. And now you're gone.
I'm back.
Let's see. And one more. Ming, congratulations. You have won wearable giveaway.
Woo.
Woot woot.
What? It's.
And just want to thank everyone for hanging out here on Twitch, as well as even at the Dollhouse. It's truly an honor to be able to do this for everyone every Monday evening.
It's really cool, man. I don't get to catch them all, but I really like Pokemon.
If
I
you're
do play quite a bit of Pokemon Go because I don't know, just ridiculous. But I really have enjoyed these shows, man. You do a great job.
Thank you. Let's see. Got that address. Was that the 3rd, or let's see from there? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so we're halfway there. Let's do one more. Congratulations, Psycho. Make sure to drop your wallet, Addy. So, I guess this might actually. I thought I saw a question by Psycho actually a little earlier.
Man, I've been saying Seiko this whole time. feel like an idiot.
I mean, I could be saying it wrong. This goes back to our comments earlier when we got into this call. It's like I butcher people's names like so often.
Yeah, yeah. So no offense.
Okay, so Sai was asking, how can we play for free without ice wearables or without shine or arcade wearables? Any chance?
Yeah, free play now. You can just jump on the site. It's not in Metaverse, but at ice.poker/play. If you can just there's a straight to free play mode now. So I don't know if you log in with, I don't know if you provide an email or what it is, but yeah, it's really fast. It gets you in the game, and you can still earn chests and things like that.
Oh,
Pretty sweet.
alrighty. I hope that answered the question, Sai. Let's see. Get the wallet addy, put it to my list.
What we got?
Okay, so let's see. Ah, crap. I had something lined up and then now it's gone. Balls. Oh yeah, now I remember. Uh so this giveaway that we're having today is kind of like in preparation for a very special date for you on this coming Wednesday, I believe. Could you tell us a little bit about what kind of day this will be?
Wednesday?
Yes, it's a Wednesday, but more importantly,
oh yes, my birthday.
Yes. Wednesday will be Murphjestic's birthday. So everyone, please, make sure to tune in to Wag Me Wednesday this coming Wednesday. It is what is it gonna be like? Purple. It's a purple theme, right?
Yeah, technically it's Saturday, but I like to celebrate on Wednesdays.
Oh,
so I appreciate you guys.
This is good. This is good because Wednesdays are special to me, even with my my weekly Twitter Spaces. So very, very special day. Yeah, it's another one, my second packed day of the week.
Yeah, that one's earlier in the afternoon, though, right?
Yes, like noon Eastern to whenever all the topics are gone are done.
Yeah, because I'm always like, buzzing around doing whatever, and like I'll see it and be like, oh, I gotta go to that, and then it's when I'm doing something else because the afternoon.
Yeah.
so I don't make that one as much.
Totally. I mean, good to show up at least like whenever DG may have something to kind of like tell everyone and would like to share.
No, yeah, and if you reach out, I'm always down. I just get all caught up, I guess. The time does fly by. It's kind of wild.
It really does. Like being host of the Twitter space, oh man, it's crazy. Like we'll start and then just go, and then next time I look at the clock, it's like 3 p.m. and I'm like, holy shit, we've been doing this for 3 hours now.
Or good, right?
Or I'll get yeah, I'll get a message from like someone that's like hosting an event soon, and they like need my server, and they're like, hey, my event's almost here, and I'm like, oh shit, my bad.
Hey, just want to let you know it's gonna start soon.
Okay, so and this Wednesday's Wag Me Wednesday will be a purple themed Wag Me Wednesday. I hear the reason for this might be due to the fact that you love purple.
I do. I'm a big fan of purple.
I'm bullish on purple too. That's my favorite color.
Yeah, you are. Me too.
Shout out to purple. Shout out to Barney. Big purple Mew bubble behind me. So I guess this could be a good time to pivot into Snarky Sharks Society.
Sure.
Could you kind of give us an intro and tell us a little bit about what Snarky Sharks is and represents, and yeah.
So Snarky Sharks was created in August 2020 or August 20th, 2021, I believe. Yes, 2 years ago. I was approached by Sly West, who is the other co-founder, and he's also been at Central Games pretty much as long as I have. He's our media specialist. Pretty much any graphics or videos that come out of Central Games, he has created. So he was, this was the PFP craze, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to create a project?" And I was like, "Oh, that would be really cool." Like, but what do you want to do it around? And so we decided we wanted to do something that was going to be, give back. And when we created this hadn't really happened yet. So we were trying to think of like what's a, and me being by the ocean, and I've always been really passionate about, just the ocean, the coast, and marine life. My early childhood, I grew up in St. Thomas, down in the Caribbean for a while. So, it's always been part of my life. And sharks are really cool. So we decided to go with sharks. So we created this idea and the lore around it. I reached out. We got this guy, Jeremy McCain, on board, as well as we got help from Project Arc, which they do a lot of like impact type NFT projects now. They were really early on at the time. So the whole idea was to create a PFP project that was fun, with cool art, but also brought resources and attention to conservation and for the ocean and sharks in particular. So we launched Snarky Sharks, and it was actually it was right when polygons started becoming a little bit more of a thing, and we're like, yeah, that would be better for to mint on Polygon, and like looking back, being an impact NFT type thing, Polygon would have been right now would be the obvious choice, right? We did do a bunch of carbon credit buyouts and things like that. So technically, we are a negative carbon project. Yeah, so we went ahead and created the Snarky Sharks and everything around it, and through that, we were able to donate. But it was a little over 13 grand to Ultramarine Action Ultramarine Action Summit, yes, which is a organization with Jeremy McCain, Richard Bronson, some other folks that every year they get together and just they really advocate for the ocean's health and things like that. So through the donations, we were able to help remove some munitions, or at least the efforts to remove munitions from reefs in Hawaii that were killing and causing cancer on a lot of the shark life there. So it seemed like a really good fit.
Yes, very.
Yeah, right, exactly. And, we had some really big plans and things, but it just in the sales, we ended up minting 702 by about a year later. We had a second wave of mints. So it was really fun to get the communities together. Had some great support. We got to do a lot of good. We're still around. We're just hanging out. Just the downside of these types of projects, there's not a lot of recurring revenue. So it's Sly and I. We were actually talking about kind of what we'd want to do next. There's a little bit still in the reserves, so we're just kind of waiting it out right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it was a really cool learning experience launching a project like that with completely blind.
Yeah, no, totally. It's always the best step is always to take the first step.
Yeah,
Especially in all this, because like once again, it's like you can make mistakes, as long as like you're true with your values and you are transparent, like everyone understands like what's going on. Um,
Yeah, and that's what from the start, we really try to be, well, we are genuine, and then trying to be as transparent as possible, and no matter where it went, we wanted to at least provide as much value as we could for those end goals of at least helping out the environment
yeah.
and just bringing that message, because especially around then, I mean, the focus was so much around the next big buck, and the next hot project PFP that's going to have the highest floor price and things like that. But through that, I mean, meeting Jeremy McCain, and we actually, I don't know if you remember it all or if you were here yet, but we had a bunch of events in Decentraland. One of them, a couple of them, Jeremy McCain came out, but I did an interview with Jeremy McCain. I think the one that we did at MetaZoo. So that was really cool, and get to learn about kind of what he's doing, and actually, if you check out OCN.ai at some point, it's like I talked with him a couple months ago, but he's got this project. And I'm looking to see how we can kind of integrate Snarky Sharks into somehow. But basically, they're
OCN.
measuring data of the oceans, so that, and they're going to tokenize coastal areas around countries, so that now your coast can be profitable, and the incentives to keep your coast healthy are now linked directly to monetary value. And as we all know, the people in countries say they care about everything, but money talks. So if there's a financial incentive to keep your oceans healthy, I mean, in the waters you control, then we're gonna have a much higher success rate with saving those oceans. Yeah,
This is a really cool website.
yeah, and it's like they created these new drones that are actually here in Florida, that they take all the data, and they can also deter, what do they call it? Poaching vessels. So like illegal fishing, there's like a mechanism that will put out a net that like clogs up the engine until like the authorities can show up and stuff like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, as well, right?
Holy shit.
um, so yeah, so all that's like still pretty early. That he got a bunch of permissions to do testing in the British Virgin Islands, and I was kind of seeing how the Snarky Sharks, for their coming out of hibernation, could get involved with that. So still kind of figuring that out.
Totally. And even if you like wanted to make the effort even bigger, could also speak to Zanko with Ocean Meta, I believe.
Yeah, actually, yep. We actually hosted an event at his spot too. He's a big supporter, and also nearby.
Here,
But yeah. Yeah.
I just gotta flex my Snarky Shark real quick.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
Snarky Shark 701. It was
Nice.
it was a gift from the one and only Kanessa.
Oh yeah, Vanessa was great. She's great. She was such a great supporter when we were doing that last bit. She actually got I think she bought the last shark and got the golden fit. So it's like the shark body and a shark head.
I have seen her wear that. So the golden fit is kind of like a special item for the last one.
Wearable, yeah. There's only It's a mythic.
It's a mythic.
So there's only a ton of them.
Are they like all minted out or given away to the different individuals?
Yeah, we did give away that. Those were kind of, yeah. When we created those, we used those for the giveaways, and then Sly and myself got one. Yeah, we did do a bunch of wearables for the community. We did wearables, parties, and donations, and then kind of ran out of resources.
I mean, it happens. It happens. Like you mentioned, like something in this
Nope.
realm, in this ecosystem, it's like it's very yeah, it costs a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, there's not a lot of continual overhead. So like I was saying, we're just waiting for a good opportunity.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
it's pretty cool because we had all these big goals for when we hit certain achievement percentage. What is it called? Milestones. Thank you. But we never really hit those for the sales milestones because I think it started like 1,000 and we minted 702. So we went ahead and we fulfilled as much of them as we could at minting 702. So yeah. Oh, I love the companion shark where I think it's so cool.
The companion shark. Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, to the right.
Now, what is this? Oh, this is like kind of a holders giveaway.
There she is.
Now you even have the waifu mon. Let's see. Oh, this. I like your website, and you even have a video. Shall we play it?
Yeah, go for it.
Alrighty, let's do it.
It was getting ready for the big or that was the migration video. That slide did. So it's just the sharks.
Let's see. Ah, I messed it all up. Oh, okay, it's just like every shark that was minted.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. They're the migration.
But you never know. You never know. We might have someone in the building that might see themselves. Their snarky shark. I see Rustan that just recently commented snarky chark 50 for checking in.
Nice. Yeah, and just the support and the continued support from the community has just been so amazing. It's really cool, and I've made a lot of really cool friends through this, and just through just new relationships and opportunities. Pretty awesome.
This one's cool with the eyes.
Yeah, I know. We still have a bunch of this stuff ready to kind of push forward on, if we can, just with the lore and all that. So maybe we may just have to
keep moving on. There's lore? You're telling me lore? Let's go.
Well, that's the migration. So the idea is snarky sharks they're going to the colony to come up with the ways to prevent the destruction of the planet like the humans had done already once over. Long story short, it's been a while. Sorry. Scroll down. We have it. The lore's in the story's there.
Oh, okay. So if I keep
the beginning of it.
Oh, yeah. Right here. The tale.
I think you can click on it. Yeah.
Full story.
The tale.
I love NFT projects that have lore to it. I think I recently came up to speak at Wearable Wednesday when Sauce was there, and I had I had asked him, I'm like, is there any lore behind how Chip lost his eye?
That was great. We need more lore.
We need that lore.
We did start doing that, like putting together nothing official, but for like the pirate and all those, because they're all from like different things, so we have this whole idea, but it's not anything I can really share.
Not yet.
Maybe the time traveling poker players.
Let's go. Well, we'll have to probably bring you back here in about 6 months or so to see, check back and see if there's any lore.
Deal.
So, let's see. I have probably like a couple last topics that we can cover. As far as let's say onboarding into the ecosystem, like, what would you say is, like, personally, like, in your opinion, what is the best way to kind of onboard users into a space that is kind of like growing at the moment, like, but still building in its infant stages? Like,
it's finding what people are interested in. So if there's somebody finds something in these communities that they love, it doesn't have to be the tech itself. Like, just say like Snarky Sharks, if it's you find that's also a advocate and a huge marine type of person that's love with the ocean and things, or you find a musician that finds a group of musicians or artists that they really connect with. Like those things are going to motivate you to learn the tech. Like when I came into Decentraland, I mean I was fascinated by the tech, but quickly made these relationships and just these new friends and finding out these just all this cool stuff that I was really getting into, what motivated me to be able, to really push through some of the bullshit and just the frustrations. So it's, I don't know, just making what we offer like marketing, I guess.
Marketing.
Really, just an easy way to provide to bring new people in and communicate kind of where, because even now it's like I have friends that are interested in Decentraland, and I'm like, yeah, you need to join the communities. They're like, cool, how do I do that? And I was like, well, it's in Discord. Like, okay, great.
What's that?
What community should I? And I'm like thinking, like, well, I guess I just kind of like, you know, f- m- bumbled around and fell into the right, found people that it was the discovery journey.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's not straightforward. There's no catalog of, I'm really into building 3D models, and I should go to, you know,
Somewhere,
agile
yeah.
classes and all those things. So, like, I don't know. I'm not talking very well right now.
No, no, definitely. It makes total sense. You have to kind of find the person's interests that will make them want to take that extra step to
It makes it worth it
explore.
for them.
Yes, to
Yeah.
explore, because a lot of individuals are kind of like motivated by what they like, and that's what will make them explore the space a little more. They find ice poker, they might want to explore other Web3
Yeah.
games, you know?
When I got into Decentraland too, I was kind of heading into a divorce. So that also, I was married for a very short time. But yeah, it was much more fun to be in Decentraland. So I think that also helped. And then COVID at the same time. So it was like this whole, but yeah, that worked out.
Just a combination of things.
Yeah, finding those motivators and passions.
It's funny how kind of like the Decentraland in the time that we came in, it was in a way helping our it was helping us like kind of in a way
Deal with
fight.
this,
Yes,
yeah, this
deal with
new
the
activity.
world's lockdown. World is crazy. What do we do? It's like, and like sometimes it's like it's weird because like in a way I want to say like it's like time to disconnect from the real world and go into the digital world. Let's go where none of this bullshit exists.
Oh, it's funny. It's true though. I mean, we're social beings, so it gets stuck. Going, especially like all of a sudden too, is like fast. It's like everybody's living their life, and then it's like, oh, you can't go outside, you could die.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Nobody's ready for that.
in a matter of months, it was like kind of crazy. I remember kind of like 2020 whenever lockdown started happening. I remember I was like at a baseball game when like kind of like the announcement came out. It's like, okay, we're gonna start locking down, like, decisions were being made, and like and then I haven't been to a baseball game since, so in a way it's like here's the last moment you'll have freedom.
Yeah, it's crazy looking back.
Yeah, now we can go back to baseball games, so that's fine.
Well, well, one thing COVID did do that I thought was pretty amazing is everybody delivers food now. Doesn't matter what restaurant, you can get delivery.
Oh my god, totally. But then on the flip side, I feel like it gave like the 24-hour like stores an excuse to just close overnight.
Oh, it gave a lot of companies excuses just to like lay off and make cuts and do all that.
Mm-hmm. Raise prices.
Dude, I don't like going to the grocery store.
Oh my god. Don't remind me.
Yeah.
I'm working on a way to get like the Decentraland food and live that way. Uh, I'll let you know
Let me know when
when.
you figure it out, bro.
Yeah, dude. Maybe Amazon like Metaverse like will pop up
Meta
somewhere.
meals.
Metamuse, yeah. uh, well,
Where do I plug in?
I think in like the Wednesday Twitter space this week, we were joking around, like having our own personalized like flavored IVs.
Mm. Do you
Yum.
need a flavor in an IV?
I mean cheeseburger flavored IV.
Well, I'm saying like it doesn't get.
But what if like your whole body just tastes? Oh no, that would be gross to like have like your whole body like tasting.
I mean, not to like shoot holes through it, but just saying.
Just saying.
Taste buds in my arm.
uh, can you imagine like feeling like a cheeseburger while getting a cheeseburger IV drip?
Hey man,
No, to each your own.
there's a substance that'll make you feel like a cheeseburger.
uh, oh, okay, I see Zesty was saying Walmart was killing the overnight hours anyway.
Yo, yeah, and then all of a sudden they would close at 9 p.m. for years. I remember trying to go to Walmart at like 11 p.m. It used to be easy, you need something random at night.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, nothing's open. Just here in
It's like
Naples.
you're open, you can stay open late. Like what the hell?
Yeah, like here in Naples when the lockdown happened, it was very eerie because like the population's like older, so like the
Oh
older
yeah,
population was like
mad
hunkered
old.
down, like they were in their end of the world bunkers and stuff like that. So it was like very like weird to
Your
like be out.
gold-plated bunkers.
They're gold-plated bunkers, yeah.
You
You know how Naples does.
guys don't mess around.
Thank you, Judge Judy, and everyone else that, that lives here. I just doxed one of
Oh,
Judge Judy's homes.
Judy lives there?
Yeah, Judge Judy has a
Oh, that's
house here.
funny.
So does like Adrian James. Adrian James actually graduated from Immokalee High School.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Nice.
yeah, we have some football players that like kind of like came out from here, and I think one basketball player that came out of Naples High.
Nice. Yeah, Chandler Parsons is from here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He actually went to high school with his brother.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick.
Yeah,
Try,
yeah.
Trying to look back. Did I go to high school with anyone cool? Okay, so guess I'm down to kind of like just my last few questions. I guess it would be a good time to roll for some more giveaways.
Oh,
Let's see. We have
give it away.
Rustan, Zesty. Man, we have three eligible people, but 4 wearables to give out. How will we do this? Maybe we'll just cap it at 8 unless we get a couple more people in here.
What's the requirements?
Just typing in chat.
Oh,
So Zesty
low bar, eh?
Yes, right. Zesty Beam, congratulations. Drop us your wallet address and we will send you some cool ass hair.
Hell yeah.
What do I get? Lol. God, I love Zesty. He's he's definitely been like a very, very good friend in the space. I'm always chatting with him whenever I can.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a fan. He's always hanging out.
uh
Dude, pound and 7-Eleven coffee is at.
Dude, it's almost done. Like it's done actually. I'm so ashamed of myself. I'll be up till like 4 a.m. tonight.
Do your thing, man.
Do you think? As long as I'm productive. It's like in all reality, I'm probably not, but I'm feeling like I'm productive.
Hey, feeling good, then you're probably doing all right.
Right. Our second winner for this session. I don't know what I just said. Well,
Wow.
yeah, Rustan. Let's go. I've been hearing some different variations of Rustan's name lately. We got
Oh yeah,
Rustan.
I always fuck it up, so I just continued to say it wrong.
We got
Roaston.
Rouston.
Shout out Roaston.
Rostini.
Yeah.
Rostini. Oh my
He's not
god, Manadekari.
people.
All right.
Roastin.
Ooh, we did get a couple
Roastin.
more. We got Billy, we got On the Rise, OSB. Okay, so we're rolling for two more. NFT wearable giveaway. Nightbot, I just rugged every single one of you. I will accept my prize. Thank you very much. Hey, welcome Meta DJ Entertains. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Yes, now you are eligible. Here, we're still rolling for two more. I'm not gonna rug anyone.
Bot win?
Stream Elements, another rug. All right, congratulations on the rise. Drop your wallet address, and I'll get you on the list. Hey, what's up, Black Coyote? Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. And welcome to the stream. This is where all the shenanigans and magic happens here sometimes.
Shenanigans.
All the magic.
Magic.
So let's see. I guess how do you enter? You already entered, Black Coyote. See, you're right here.
It's so funny that Mew goes, covers your microphone. It looks like the E's like poking in your face.
I wonder if I just placed it right here. I don't know. It's so big and obnoxious, like. But I think this is what's making me sound good. I don't know.
No, it looks fun. No, it's just I keep forgetting you have a big mic there.
I got a big mic. I that's how I flex.
The Mew mic.
All right. So I guess I will roll for the last. Wait. Okay. Let's see. Actually, let me get my list here.
2 more.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. No, wait. One more, maybe.
3 more.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
7, 9, 2, 5.
Yeah, one more, because On the Rise will send her wallet somewhere else. Our last winner will be OSB. Or yeah, congratulations, Biometa.
Billy, just get a big truck.
Hey, what's up, Illusions? Welcome to the stream. Flex the mic. Well, you know, gotta do it. He's like, I finally won.
Winners.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner. That's so funny, like.
Okay. So, congratulations to all 10 winners tonight. Really appreciate, you guys coming into the Twitch and engaging here. And yeah, keep an eye out for this coming Wednesday, Wag Me Wednesday, Purple Night. It will be Murphjestic's birthday. Let's see. Where you at? See? If you've seen Murph around Decentraland, you know that is the signature look for a homie. So make sure to represent on Wednesday. There you are. Flexing the breakdancing. Let's go.
My go-to.
And yeah, thank you everyone. So I guess before we close out, just a couple rapid fire questions, I guess we can call them. You had mentioned you love music earlier. You were a fan of rock and roll, reggae, and a few other genres. What are some of your favorite musicians and bands that you can name off the top of your head, and
Uh,
maybe even a song?
yeah, I'm not really good at names of anything.
No worries.
Um, yeah, so classics, probably Cypress Hill. Um, tr- I think Seven Dust, Five Finger Death Punch,
Let's go.
Tribe Called Quest, Beasties, um, uh, Deep Fake, uh, duo from Detroit, Techno House. Um, I don't know. That's all I got right now.
That's all we got. I mean, dude, your first, the first option you said, Cypress Hill, legendary. Uh,
Yeah, there's something first. So,
I've been,
I'm trying to think like what I've listened to lately.
like, I've been
I just have these
trying.
like massive playlists of like just genres I like, and then I roll with it.
Gotcha. I've been creeping in B Reels Twitch streams for like the last
Yeah.
couple of months. Just
Oh
like,
yeah.
hoping that one day he'll like notice me and be like, "What's up, meat stick?" and be like,
Yeah, I
"Yo,
watched a documentary recently. Recommend it. Pretty dope.
is
I
it a
think it was
Cypress
Netflix.
Hill
Yeah.
documentary or is it like a B Reel documentary?"
Cypress Hill,
Nice.
but you get a like. I mean, it's a lot of B real. So
Of course, because he was like, it's B Real from
yeah,
Cypress Hill.
it was cool though. It's like wasn't exactly what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty wild.
Nice.
And then that Wu Tang miniseries was awesome too.
Are you referring to the Wu-Tang series on Hulu, the American Saga?
I didn't watch it on Hulu, but maybe
There
it's like
is a.
four parts.
Hmm?
Is
Okay,
it 4 part?
no. Like so far in on the Hulu series, there's like a one with like 3 seasons so far.
Oh yeah, I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, um, okay, okay, and let's see. You had mentioned you like video games. What are you playing right now? And
Assassin's Creed.
what type of games do you also like to kind of dive into? What are your favorite games?
Yeah, I mean, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Um, I was playing. I played Call of Duty for a while, but then I just got so frustrated I stopped playing shooters pretty much altogether. And then Grand Theft Auto. Played that for a long time. Then I kind of took a break because when I got into Decentraland and Web3, I didn't really play as much like Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was always Xbox. I'm not a big PC gamer, but um, oh, and then like Pokemon Go and some mobile games and stuff.
Big
But
shout out to Pokemon Go. I know that we have a few listeners that still have like a lot of love for Pokemon Go and
yeah, it's
gotta catch them
crazy.
all.
Man, I started playing like 3 days after it came out, and I took a little break, but just randomly be like, oh, I'm fuck around with this.
um,
And then it kind of came back like 6 months ago. Like so bunch of people playing, and I was like, oh, I gotta start doing this again.
During the pandemic, like Pokemon Go just blew up for some reason.
Yeah.
Even though you couldn't weren't supposed to go anywhere, but
Oh, that's so funny. My buddy's he's a police officer in Orlando, and he fucking hates Pokemon Go because he's like, people just they can be doing anything, and they'll just say they're looking for Pokemon. Like, it's
Fuck.
like they have a story.
Mm.
Like now they have an alibi, no matter what.
Finds person at abandoned warehouse. What are you doing here? Pokemon Go. There's a
Yeah.
Charizard here somewhere. I gotta catch it.
He's like these motherfuckers.
Oh man.
Uh,
Okay, so um let's see. Oh man. Oh,
yeah, I blink out on this kind of stuff, so he's probably.
don't worry. I mean, it is around. We have been here for like about 2 hours, which would be like the time limit that I told you I was gonna keep you for.
Hmm. Oh, good man. This is
um,
great.
Well, thank you for being here. I guess this will be a good time to start winding down. Before we go, our friend Murphjestic, what is what it I guess second to last question. What is something you would like to tell, everyone that's listening, watching, any piece of advice about being in Web3 or piece of advice about anything really, how to grow your brand? What could you leave our viewers with?
Yeah, just keep pushing. Like, don't quit. Whatever you're doing, and it's kind of scary in a lot of areas of Web3 right now. And I've just keep pushing forward and reach out if you need help. That's what I suggest. Because this community is beyond amazing. It's been an absolute joy and honor, really, to be in the presence of all these really cool and fun personalities for this long. So, yeah, that would be don't quit. Don't let other people tell you what your happiness is.
Just keep pushing. Just keep
Yeah,
pushing.
like swimming. But, yeah,
You gotta keep swimming. Yes, like sharks. Sharks swim.
that's right.
Uh,
Fish up friends, no food.
and so, let's say anyone in the community had, something special they would want to kind of collaborate with the Central Games or even Snarky Sharks. What would be the best way to contact you?
Probably Discord.
Discord? All right.
Yeah, or email.
No.
Murphjestic@gmail, real easy.
Murphjestic@gmail.com.
Or Murphjestic@Decentral.games.
Oh, the Central.games. Oh, you have the
Anyway,
official.
yeah.
Mm.
Central.games is a lot less full of bullshit, so that one probably get a faster response because I've just had the other one for so long. But Discord, Twitter, I'm just much less responsive because I'm just not good at Twitter. So just that. But yeah, anytime, just reach out.
Are you on the Twitch chat by any chance where you could drop your Discord handle if it's open to everyone? Yeah, just drop it in the comments because I know it comes with numbers and stuff like that.
Some fancy numbers.
Some fancy numbers. Sometimes I don't know what they're all about. I've seen people just have 000. There we go. Murphjestic just dropped his Discord on the Twitch chat, so anyone that's looking to get in touch with Murphjestic, scoop that up. You could probably even send him a message on Twitter, and he'll get to it someday.
Yeah, I try to look. There's no excuse really, especially in this space.
There's just so many inboxes. There's so many inboxes that you can check on a daily basis.
Telegram, but just please just don't do Telegram. Fucking hate Telegram.
Totally. Well, thank you, Murphjestic. This has been an amazing conversation. This has been an amazing first experience with camis. I was so nervous. Yeah, I was so nervous. Ugh.
Oh, you look good, man.
Am I pretty enough? Nah, I think you carried me this entire episode. People's eyes were on your cam. So thank you very much, and yeah, I guess I'll catch you on Decentraland. I'll catch you on Wednesday for the birthday party.
Sounds good. No, I appreciate you, man. This was really fun. I had a lot of fun talking to you, and thank you all for coming out and watching, hanging out.
Yes,
it's weird. I'm usually on the other side of the screen.
I mean, breakdancing, doing your meditation.
That's right.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Murph, and I would like to just thank everyone that is here at the Dollhouse and everyone that has been watching tonight's episode of Beyond the NFT. This has been truly special. And of course, I've been a little nervous. First time camera, like we mentioned. And yeah, I would like to thank our sponsors before we go. Big shout out to Songbird Collectives, Dr. Drip, Meta One Designs, Foxboards, and of course, our hosts here at the Dollhouse. on Decentraland, I would like to give a big and warm shout out to the DCL baby dolls. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you for all the support that and everything you do for the community and even myself. Like, you do so much for me for these Monday night presentations that I wouldn't know what to do without you. So thank you very much. And I guess kind of like a final announcement, keep an eye out for within the CBD Discord, which is the community building Decentraland Discord. We are preparing to host our 1 year anniversary party. So we're all kind of like, scrambling to get stuff done, get a build, get a birthday cake, get some wearables going. And if you would like to be a part of the process, please just feel free to join us in the Discord voice chats whenever you just see us in there. Like, we'll more than likely be fafoing, which, fuck around and find out. So thank you all. I really appreciate your time, and I will be back next Monday for Beyond the NFT. Please stand by as I figure out where the Decentraland screen will go and where the Twitch stream will go. Really appreciate all the love, and yeah, I'll see you on Decentraland, everyone. Take care. So everybody, we're going to Amelia Music. We'll be rating her. She is a very talented DJ. I totally think she has DollHouse vibes. So maybe Tank Poco can check her out, and I don't know, just poking fun here. Like, come on. Yeah, check her out, Tank Poco.